Hey everyone, today we're going to run through how we're going to go about restoring Scotty Cameron putter. This client of mine wanted a torched oil can finish. Alright, so we're just taking the head off here with the heat gun, so the workability of the head is easier. This can take up to 5 minutes to come off. This one was actually a little bit welded on there, but as you see, it's gonna come off here, and yeah, we'll get on to the next step. So I just like to do a little bit of prep here, just clean the excess glue off the head and then clean out the shaft so it's just ready for when I'm gonna glue it back on at the end of the project. So what I like to do here is I'll just drop this head into an acetone bath for about an hour. It'll just loosen the paint off the putter head. It won't get all of it sometimes, but definitely loosens it. So as you see here, I'll just show you, it took it out with the Titleist there, as you can see, but when I turn it around here, you'll see on the face that it's still just didn't come out, but definitely going to be easy now when I start to clean out manually here. So I'll just do a quick time lapse, and yeah, we'll continue when we get back. Alright, so that took a little bit longer than I expected. The paint was a little more snug in there and didn't want to come out, but we got her in the end. So we're just going to run the putter here through the blaster cabinet for a few minutes. I want to remove all the rust, so when I come back later it's going to be a little easier to put that finish on. Yeah, so this putter had a gunmetal finish originally, but you got to oil the putter head every so often just to preserve that finish. And because it wasn't done in such a long time, the putter actually started to create pitting in the surface, which is caused from the rust and not being oiled. So to all you gunmetal putter holders out there, make sure that you're oiling every so often, just to preserve that finish. But yeah, now next we're just gonna head off and do a face remill, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna start removing all the dings and dents here. I use this wheel called a deburring wheel. It's a very fine finish wheel. It'll basically just massage the putter surface and basically just blend out any dings and dents in the putter head. Just takes off very minimal surface. Probably lose maybe like 5 to 8 grams of putter head weight in the end, which is actually not that bad, but you know, really just depends on the putter head of how many dings and dents is in the head there. But this one wasn't too bad. It's actually just more of the pitting actually that is hard to get out. You know, you're not going to get out all the pitting here because you just don't know how deep it goes. You know, basically you just want to just blend it out a little bit, you know. Unfortunately, it's just because this putter head, like I said earlier, it just wasn't oiled, so it's just very hard for restorers to, you know, take that pitting out. But anyway, so it actually just takes so long to basically restore putter heads with pitting in it. Just probably takes an extra 30 minutes, I'd say, on top. Probably takes me like normally an hour. But as you can see here, I'm just doing all the angles and stuff here, so yeah, it didn't come out too bad. I'll probably do some more work later on it. So you can see here that, you know, there's just still a lot of pitting there that I wasn't able to get out, but I'm gonna come back to it here later and do a little finer finish on it. I'm not gonna bore you guys to death of just watching me buff these things out, but you kind of get the idea starting to take shape here, so it's looking nice so far. Just gonna run the putter through the final sandblasting process. I actually just did a lot more work there on the buffing machine, and I got a lot more of a finish that I was looking for. Here I'm just gonna speed blast this at 50 psi with 240 grit glass beads. This gives a very uniform finish on the putter head, and you can see there now that I just taped the neck because I high buffed that neck, so when I torch it later you'll see a nice shine on that neck. Just kind of separates and gives it a unique look to the main putter head. So yeah, you can see there now it just looks really nice, and we'll get on to the next step here. So the most important part about torching a putter is the preparation. It's no doubtly the most important thing. I don't think I could ever say it enough. You know, it's any bit of oil from your fingers or any excess like oils that are on the putter head and you go to torch that thing, it's going to give the worst blemish anywhere on the surface. It's like the torch just like burns the oil print or whatever excess oil into the surface, and it just looks horrible in the end. So I think prepping the putter is the most important thing about torching or any metal surface. Basically what I did is I used a degreaser. My one's Goof Off, so I'll use that first. I'll go back with acetone in the middle, and then I'll use Goof Off a final time, and I am sure that that gets off pretty much everything. Because in the past I wouldn't prep properly, and oh my god, it'd be just horrible, you know. So you probably seen there a couple of minutes ago or a few seconds ago, I was heating with a heat gun. So basically what I'm doing there is heating up the head uniformly, so it's at a constant temperature everywhere. So when I go here with the torch, you can see now every part of the putter is turning the same color pretty much everywhere. So you get this very uniform, nice finish on the putter head. I used to do this, and I would just start heating up with the torch, and each part of the putter head that you touch with the torch, when it got hot enough, would start turning all these random colors, and it would look kind of, you know, not uniform. And if you're going for that, that's what you would want to do, just go with the torch. But here my client wanted a uniform finish on the putter, and here I'm just making sure that it's looking the way he wants it, kind of a strawy grey finish on the main putter head, and then we're going for a blue purple look on the neck, and that's a high buff finish, so that'll look really nice now when it's done. So here we're gonna go over and dip it in the oil, and from the audio, you know, you'll get the gist. So there you go.
Minutes. 2 minutes. And what's it do?
It's going to penetrate the surface.
Oh, okay, kind of like seal it.
Alright guys, so basically I didn't know my wife was recording during that there, so if I knew earlier I would have kind of elaborated more on it, so that's what I'm here now to do. So basically you just want to put this in oil for about 2 minutes, just to penetrate the surface, and with the heat of the head, the oil will burn into the surface and protect it from rust. Like I said earlier, with gunmetal finishes, you kind of want to just oil it every so often anyway, just to help that longevity of the club. But yeah, so you know, probably about 2 minutes here, and we're just gonna let that cool down naturally so we can get on to the next step of paint fill. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of prep here, just clean out all the oil from the writing, so I can start doing a little bit of paint fill. Everyone's different. I like to use a little paintbrush here with a fine tip. So you'll just see here, I'm just gonna run through this real quick. And then I'll let it dry typically for an hour, and then I'll come back and clean it up, which I'll show you guys later. But yeah, just watch this for a little bit and we'll get back to you soon. So we're just gonna do a little bit of a cleanup here. Acetone, and I use very fine Q-tips here. You don't want to use the woolly Q-tips because you know the fuzzes will get into the glue, or not the glue, the paint. But you basically just want to just go around the edges of the writing here. You don't want to kind of like, I don't like using a rag that you would see in some videos, because that just kind of scratches the paint, because it'll get down there and it'll just scratch the surface of the paint. This is a gloss white, so basically you want to kind of keep that shine on the paint fill. So as you see, I'm just going gently around the corners of the writing. Alright guys, so here's the final product. Let us know in the comments what you think. This was a very fun process for us to make this video, just to show you what we do here at Scratches Putters every day. Definitely going to be coming out with more videos in the future on different things, so please like, subscribe, and if you want to do a project like this yourselves, just reach out. We'd love to help you. Yeah, have a great day guys, and thanks for watching.